Hello YouTube, Kashif here with KRGraphics, and I'm back with another video, and this one is a KRGraphics Quickie. In this video, I'm going to cover another feature in ZBrush 4.8 that I came across, and I think it's really impressive that they were able to pull this off in such a fashion. In this video, we're going to discuss VDMs, or Vector Displacement Meshes. So, now that I'm in ZBrush, what we have here is a plane. Nothing fancy, just a plane. A simple, flat plane. Now you might be wondering why. Why does Kashif have a flat plane in ZBrush with nothing on it? Well, basically because we're going to create a vector displacement mesh out of the thing we model here. Now, this feature is basically like a 3D alpha on steroids. Basically, if you're like me in ZBrush, you've all used alphas before. And let me go ahead and just do a quick, drag rectangle and alpha number 14. Okay. If I go ahead right now and I drag I drag on here the alpha at full strength. There we go. There's our alpha, and although it's a 2D alpha. And although you get all the raised surface, sometimes the 2D alpha has a hard time creating the little overhangs that you normally get. Example like a displacement map. And what the VDM will do is the VDM will actually allow us to get all the overhangs we want, all the detail we need on this. Now there are a few restrictions in creating VDMs. The first one being is that you cannot use a 3D volume to create the VDM. It has to be a flat plane like this one. And not only that, it also has to be perfect quads. You can subdivide your model, you can draw on your model, and all of that. But it cannot be dynameshed, no ZBrush, no slice tool. And you also notice that the borders have to be square. That's the only restriction for creating VDMs. And also to create a VDM as well, you also have to use the layer brush, standard brush, or the chisel brush, which is pretty new. I haven't tried that yet. But anyway, enough rambling from me. So to create these VDMs, I created something very special for this event. I'm a character artist, and there are times I've kit bashed eyes, tongues, teeth, feet, even hands on occasion. But since a lot of us artists love to model female characters, I created a VDM just for this occasion. That's right. And a little disclaimer: this is nothing to be discussing or anything. This is for the sake of art. It's like kit bashing for 3D. And today I'm gonna show you this. That's right. I went ahead and I created a boob VDM. That's right. I created a woman's breast. Now of course, if you're worried about nudity or have an issue with seeing a breast on screen, I apologize. Well, not really. This is for the sake of art. And the point of this VDM is basically I modeled the entire breast volume in full 3D, including the overhangs. What's great about these VDMs is that, like I said, it is like a 3D alpha on steroids. So in order for this to work, you can use any of the brushes in any of the modeling tools in ZBrush. You can go ahead, and sculpt right on this with no problem. You can add detail. You can use the move brush. You can use any brushes to create your shape. There's no restriction about that. You can pull the model out. You can do model as much as you want to the overhangs. Yes, this looks misshapen right now, but this is what I came up with while I was doing my session. Okay, and also too, you can subdivide your model. You can add detail where needed. So I'm gonna go back to where I was before, and yes, I apologize for this poor looking boob. It doesn't look my best, but we're gonna turn this breast into a VDM. So how do we do that? Well, firstly, you need to make sure that all your edges on the border is smooth. Nothing's modeled here. If you have any issues with like distortion or any kind of distortion or modeling problems, like such as this, you can go to the deformation tab and click on relax plane grid into the kind of distortion and morph to grid, which will return the edges to its normal state. So as long as it's square, you can model anything you want here. You can model a nose, ears, and I'm pretty sure after this video is over, I'm gonna have a lot of artists with boobs for VDMs. That's right. And also model in such a way that, like on a real breast, the nipple and areolae is actually moved. This is a little to the right in this case. So to create the VDM, you want to pick your standard brush, and you want to turn on, make sure that your peak perspective of the viewport is set to off. You don't want any kind of the perspective. Okay, so you go to your brush, and you want to clone the brush actually too. So in case you want to save it for later. So what we're going to do is standard 1. I'm trying to find a way. I think there's a name to rename this thing, so I probably will later. Anyway, we're going to clone the brush, and then we're going to go to create, and you want to hit create multi-alpha brush. And what this will do is it'll create brushes from all the subtools. Right now I have one, the simple breast that I sculpted, and click that button there, and now you'll get the name of your subtool called Boob VDM. Oh yeah, it's a boob. And I'll admit, I didn't want to do this, but I figured eventually someone would. So I figured I'd be the first one to do a VDM of a woman's breast. Anyway, so to use this, to preview this on a model, let's go ahead, let's pick our new brush, standard 1. And we also, be sure to save this, too, as whatever brush you're going to use. You can call it body parts or whatever. This is a great way to Frankenstein your model in ZBrush. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead now, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this brush here, drag rectangle, and I'm gonna drag it. And if all worked out well, there you have it. This is our boob brush. It actually worked. It worked out quite well actually. Then you change the focal shift, draw size, and we'll go ahead and just clear the mask and just drag it. Click and drag. You notice how it's very sharp actually. Let me turn this down the 0 focal shift so that you can see everything clearly again. And so click and drag up. And you notice how the model is distorting on the screen. So let's pick another object, sphere, to work with. Let me just use a sphere so I can see it a little more easily on this model. Do focal shift, and we'll go ahead and just click on this and drag it. And lo and behold, there's your boob brush. Yeah, the one thing that's weird about this is I'm trying to fix your depth so that it doesn't look too strong. So we'll go ahead and just drag it out a little bit, like so. It's kind of, I don't know what's going on with the brush here, but turn off the alpha on this. And okay, so let's do it one more time. Just make sure I'm not losing my marbles here, because for some odd reason it's oh yeah, it's the brush alpha. So this needs to be there. So we're gonna go ahead and just drag it up, and just make sure it looks really good when you drag it. So yeah, I'm having a hard time right now trying to figure out how to drag this brush out, but basically there is the boob brush, full 3D. You see every little detail on this. And we can even divide it so that it'll show. Actually, we'll polygon count a little bit. And I'm using my tablet too, so to make sure that I draw the VDM on the model, I can just go ahead and model. I can just go ahead and drag it on there, and there you have it. This is your boob brush, and you can see how it's taking care. It distorts the model, and you have all the overhangs, including the detail I added earlier. Now, of course, this will take a little time to get used to, but over time you will learn how to use this brush, because it'll be very helpful too for creating models that are otherwise impossible to create with alpha by itself. So here we go. Drag it on there, and that's it. There's your boob brush. I'll draw another one. you know, just to be funny about it, I'll draw another blue brush on here. So, and of course I'm still learning this tool set, but it actually works out quite well. I can keep dragging this brush until I'm happy with it. Yeah, and basically, this is great for things like drawing like complex warts on a character, or you know, creating like open wounds and scars on people. I mean, I think that would be really awesome for that kind of purpose. And I'll draw it one more time. Now, one of the drawbacks too of this brush as well is if you're using this brush, you know, basically this is a 3D alpha, so it's gonna look weird it's gonna look really low res, and also too, you have to make sure that the model is you know, you notice now the mesh is getting pulled in, you know, and also the you have issues with performance if you're not careful with this, depending on the size of your brush. So there we go. So basically that's my the VDM in a nutshell. And I'm pretty sure after seeing this video, everyone's gonna be making giant breasts and other things I'm not gonna discuss in this video now. So if anything, I just want to thank you for watching this quickie. If you like what you saw, leave a like on my page. If you think it sucks, leave a thumbs down, and I'll definitely work to improve. And also subscribe. I'm always making sure I have really cool videos on doing ZBrush art and creating character models. And also you just did, feel free to check out my other channels. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at KRGraphics.CG. So, without further ado, this is Kashif here saying, have a wonderful evening, happy creating. God bless. See you next time.